last couple of rounds. They both hold up their hands aloft. Who's got that? We shall see. Barry Hearn shakes his head at Eubank as if he thought he might not have won it. There's a despondent look about Ronnie Davis as well. Collins' camp think they have the decision. Now, what about you, Glenn? How did you score that?
Well, I thought the last round was a Eubank round, but I think Collins has won the fight by 1 point.
There's Mum. Is this a great night for her son? There's Glenn's card. He has Collins a 1-point winner. I have scored the fight dead level, for what that's worth. Two Puerto Rican judges to decide this. Collins down in round 10. His wife Gemma into the ring with him. He believes he's got it. And we're all on tenterhooks here. Has Eubank been beaten for the first time in 10 years in his 20th World Championship fight? Glenn McCrory, world champion himself at cruiserweight, thinks he has. Press opinion behind me. Close. Balanced. Some are saying Eubank. Some are saying Collins. I wonder whether we might even get the old draw here.
Yes, it could very well happen, a very, very close fight. But I thought Collins just did enough. Maybe I was swayed by the crowd a little bit, but I just felt Ronnie Davis was right when he said, you need something big. He was trying to will his man on. He knew he needed something big.
Eubank. I've got a draw, Eubank is saying. I've got a draw. Well, I don't know whether that's advanced information. How often have we been through this scenario, though, with Chris Eubank? Arguments about who's won it. There'll be more raging after this.
I think the Irish crowd certainly think Steve Collins has took the title away from Chris Eubank.
Some of the crowd are singing "On Your Bike" to Chris Eubank. Let's hope that everybody is sensible here, whatever the judges have come up with. We're going to get the decision any moment, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Roy Francis scored the contest 114 to 116. Judge Cesar Ramos scores the contest 111 to 115. And Judge Ismael Fernandez scores the contest 113 to 114. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and the new...
Collins has won it! Carries out his pledge and inflicts the first defeat ever on Chris Eubank. The judges seeing it by 2 rounds, 4 rounds and 1 round respectively. Eubank is beaten for the first time ever, and this time the judges did not save him. What a night! Congratulations to Steve Collins. What a breakthrough for him. He now has 2 world championships at middleweight and now super middleweight. What about that, Glenn?
Certainly, well, an unbelievable night, an unbelievable fight, and Steve Collins has won the title. He's unbelievably happy. It all come right for him, all his preparation. He said in Las Vegas last week that anything you want on me, I will be champion, and he's done it.
Seeing is believing in Mill Street in County Cork. And it's something that we thought we may never see. Chris Eubank, 44 fights, 1 defeat. We have a new WBO World Super Middleweight Champion. It was very, very close, and the longer it went, the closer it seemed to get. When we come back, we'll be hearing from the new champion, distinguished former champion and one or two others who've enjoyed an unforgettable night here in County Cork. See you in just a moment.
That was something else, sir.
We have boxing history here in County Cork. Eubank is beaten. We have a new world WBO super middleweight champion, and in every sense he is the local hero here. Steve Collins, the 15th man to challenge for Eubank's WBO world super middleweight crown, has shocked the world and lifted the crown, and he's talking to Ian Darke.
And here is the new champion, Steve Collins. Steve, what a night for you that.
I had no doubt I was going to win. Those people who did doubt me, I forgive them. It's not your fault. Don't believe in the hype. Believe in the man, Steve Collins. I'm not just the best Irish fighter ever. I'm the best pound for pound in the world. Ray Jones. Who's next?
Did you feel at the end of that, Steve, that you had won it, that you were clear after the knockdown in the 10th?
I had no doubt I'd win. I had no doubt I'd win. No doubt at all. I haven't fought for 10.5 months, and look how easy I fought tonight. I've been inactive for nearly 11 months.
How much was an influence was your hypnotist? There was a lot made of that before the fight. How big a factor was that?
We fooled the world. Tony Quinn is a good friend of mine. I was out in Vegas on my own due to not managerial problems, but my trainer was caught up at Herbie Hyde. I had to go to Vegas on my own. I needed company. The pressure was on. I brought Tony Quinn with me, put my mind at ease, helped me out while I was there alone, and confirmed what I always knew, that I would win the world title.
There was a bit of bad blood between you and Eubank before the fight. What are your feelings about him now, after having been in there for 12 rounds with him?
Forget about this. He was born to be the world champion. Twice. All I said was, I'm going to win. He's the one that came out with the nasty references. He said things about me which are untrue, which I'll be seeking legal advice on. I'm an honest fighter. I'm the most honest fighter. I am the best pound for pound fighter in the world. And who's going to prove me wrong? Nobody. And if anyone thinks they can, bring him on.
What does this fight mean to you? Because you described it beforehand as your gateway to millions.
It's my gateway to millions. My next fight is, don't talk to me less than £1 million, Barry. Because you're going to get a cut over, so we want more than $1 million.
And on St. Patrick's weekend here, this is going to be some night, isn't it?
Let me tell you something. I went away to Vegas on my own. I left my wife, my kids. I haven't seen my wife for 6 weeks, my kids for 6 weeks. I put everything into this fight. I haven't fought for 10.5 months. If I'd been more active, I'd have stopped them. I'd have knocked them out. A bit of ring rust there, but I lost it tonight. My next fight, I'll be 10 times better. Believe me, I can be better than that.
Who do you want next? Would you like Ben, Roy Jones?
Nigel Ben, wherever the money is, I'll take him. And I hear hints that Sugar Ray Leonard wants to make a comeback. Sugar Man was the world champ when I was in the top 10. When I was US champ, Sugar Ray was middleweight champ. I wanted Sugar Ray. There's whispers in Vegas. I've been out there. He wants a comeback. Come on, Sugar Man. It's my turn.
Many congratulations, Steve. Well done. Here's Barry Hearn. Barry Hearn, who's in the unique position with Matchroom of having both fighters in the camp, Chris Eubank and Steve Collins. Now, Barry, Chris Eubank has been beaten for the first time. What was your reaction to all of that?
Well, reaction was, there's no question that Steve won the fight. The judges called it dead fair, as we knew they would. There's been a lot of criticism about judges from Puerto Rico favouring Chris Eubank. Both of them scored the fight for Steve Collins. It's boiling hot in here, I'm sorry. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. 2 knockdowns. Chris came back, you know. Chris came back when he was really, I thought, well behind after 6 rounds, but he couldn't come back enough. And Steve Collins, you've got to take your hat to him. He's dedicated professional. He's an underrated professional. And tonight he showed the world what he can do.
I wonder now whether we might see a rematch. Thanks, fellas.